This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined once again by Tommy Fury. We're here at the Warrington-Frampton undercard press conference in Manchester. How are you, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. Nice to be interviewing you again. It was only last week that we spoke.
Yeah, media workout, yeah. It was good.
So your first press conference ahead of your professional debut, what did you make of it?
Oh, I loved it, I'm taking everything in my stride because it's all new to me, this, so I don't get nervous about it or anything, just take it as it is. It's a press conference, it's press gets my name out there more and helps me more on my journey, so it's just, you've got to take it in your stride, haven't you?
You mentioned it's your first press conference ahead of your own fight, but I mean, you're somebody who's been around with your brother Tyson, your cousin Hughie. Does that kind of help when you're preparing to make your professional debut, the fact that you've been around so many fighters? Yeah,
of course. I mean, I've seen 100 of these press conferences, so it's nothing new to me. Being up on the table is new to me, so it's good that I've got all that information in the bank because I've seen, Hughie and Tyson train for years and years and years, so I've got all that information that I need. So I know how to go about my business, leading up to a fight, that's down to getting in the ring and fighting. I've took little bits of their styles and put it into my own. So, it's been a blessing growing up the way I have because if you're doing the sport of boxing, you couldn't grow up any better way.
Now I've seen you having a laugh and a joke with your stablemate Nathan Gorman. You've obviously got Ricky Hatton here as well, your trainer. Does it help having somebody who's in the stable also performing on the card with you?
Me and Big Nath, we get on like house on fire. He's a lovely lad, honestly, real gentleman, and I'll tell that to anybody because he is probably the nicest guy in boxing. And if you met him and you didn't know he was a boxer, you definitely won't find out because he's just down to earth and real good kid, and prospect and will be a world champion.
Something that was mentioned in the press conference, he's just been mandated by the board to face Daniel Dubois in an English title. I think by all accounts that's pretty unlikely that it's going to happen. Should that fight happen, I'm sure you're going to go with Nathan Gorman, but why do you think that he's going to be too much for Daniel Dubois?
If you look at heavyweights, even Daniel Dubois, they haven't got the speed of Nathan, they haven't got the speed of foot as Nathan, and Nathan also carries lights out power. So I just think when them two fight, it's going to be an easy fight. Daniel Dubois will be hitting fresh air, loading up with everything, trying to land on him, and Nathan will be slip, calm as you like, and coming back with the counters. And Nathan can bang, so I believe if he hits Dubois, he'll put him away. But I feel like Nathan, even though he's only 22, he's way past this level. No, in Britain, I don't feel like anybody in Britain could give him a task. Do you know what I'm saying? So he needs not move on because he's young. He needs to take his time. But as far as Daniel Dubois is concerned, there's no match for Nathan.
Also mandated was Hughie Fury versus Joyce. I'm not sure whether or not that fight's going to happen. These are kind of things with these British Boxing Board of Control circulars. They make them and kind of rarely happen. Were that fight to happen, who would you side in that fight?
Hughie 100%. I mean, because if you look at Hughie and Tyson's style, it's on the back foot. And the way Hughie boxes, a guy coming at him with his hands up is perfect because they're not. Joyce, he's a good fighter. He's really tough and strong and big, but that don't win you fights at the end of the day. I think he's a really good fighter, but I just think if he comes up against Hughie, he'll just be trying to walk him down, but being countered, and it's hard to pin Hughie down because he's always moving. So I just see Hughie getting a clear points win if that fight was to come off.
Have you been receiving any advice from family members? I spoke to Ben Davison after Tyson fought Pianetta, and you're obviously a very close family. You're all fighting men, so you're all trying to give little bits of advice. But Ben says, when it comes to it, I'm in the corner, I'm in charge. Is that the same for you, or is it very much Ricky's in control and Ricky takes charge, or do you get obviously your dad John and cousin Hughie and brother Tyson chipping in?
We all have little nibbles in at the end of the day, but I'm a fighter, Ricky's a trainer, so Mick Carney's my manager. So when these fights get made, I take the tactics off Ricky. He tells me what to do, he shows me how to do it, he looks over me in the trainings, gets me feeling the best I've ever felt, and on fight night it's up to me then to put it into play because Ricky can't do more as a trainer because he's doing everything perfectly. So all he can do is tell me and show me, and he's doing that, so it's my job to carry it out on the night.
You're somebody who doesn't have an extensive amateur background in the sport. With that being said, as you make your professional debut, what's the goal? Is it world champion? Is it British champion? What's the goal for yourself?
Oh, world champion. Never know about it, just not even think about it. I'm not in this game to mess about at all. I'm not in the game to be, I've got a Central Area title. Oh yeah, I'm Tommy Fury, my name's out there. Not a chance. It's too hard of a game to aim for low things. I strive for the best, so that'll be a world champion. And I truly believe I'll get there. It's going to be a slow journey because I'm only 19, only had 12 amateur fights, but I do believe if I get the right fights and keep learning the job, I'll get there.
Speaking of world champions, big brother Tyson in action next Saturday. Feels like this fight has come around very, very quickly against Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, it's a cracking fight for the fans and an all-round classic fight. You've got Tyson with the comeback, everything he's been through, challenging for the WBC world title, and then you've got a massive puncher in Wilder. For me, aside of Tyson, the best heavyweight on the planet. So he's got a mammoth task in his hands here, and for 2 warm-up fights, there's only Tyson that would do it. And if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Tyson, because he's got, like I said before, I said it in the press conferences, if he's 30-40%, he cleans up, and there's no doubt in my mind about that. He's just got too much pure boxing skill. He pours out of him. He can do everything. I can't name one thing that he can't do. So how do you beat that man? There's no ways. If you get a man who can do everything, how are you going to beat him? Can't.
Just rewind 12 months ago, something that was mentioned in the press conference. Tyson, 400 odd pounds. Now he's down, he's back in shape, he's fighting for the WBC World Heavyweight title. Could you have ever imagined him getting to where he's at now, considering everything he's been through?
Yeah, because when Tyson said he's going to do something, he's going to do it. He's got that mindset of like, if I'm going to walk through that wall, he'll walk through the wall. So yeah, as soon as it come about, of him fighting again, dropping the weight, I said, yep, not a problem, because I knew. He's that driven. He's that driven of a character. He'll get down to it and do it. But for 2 combat fights and then straight in, I think that was a massive surprise to everybody. But only a man like Tyson would do it, because he's a one-off.
Okay, and just final word on Warrington-Frampton topping the bill on December the 22nd. Yeah. What do you make of that fight?
Absolutely block-bursting fight for the fans. That they're both really good fight. It's a 50-50 fight for me. They're both. Frampton's got the experience, Warrington's got the youth, and he's the aggressive work rate, and Frampton's got the slick boxing skill, and I think it is one not to be missed. And like I say, I can't pick a winner. It's a 50-50 fight for me, it really is.
That's you and Nathan Gorman sitting on the fence in that one.
Yeah, I can't choose, because it's either going to go Frampton on a nice boxing win or Warrington, with a work rate winning him over. So I really couldn't put one on that.
Okay, well, Tommy TNT Fury, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Look forward to your professional debut December the 22nd in Manchester.
Thank you very much, pal. God bless.
Thanks, man.